It's the FA Cup final. It's between Liverpool and Chelsea. I've got one of these runners-up medals in my bag. Runners-up, first loser. But first of all, we are America's favourite sportsbook, so I'd like to invite you to subscribe and get us further away from the 5,000 that we achieved today. Also, I'd like you to ring the bell, and that means that we'll notify you and you'll never miss any content again like this. And if you are on social media, then please give @BetUSSoccer a follow. This is the oldest, best domestic cup competition in the world. Growing up as a kid, your dream is to play in an FA Cup final. When you have jumpers for goalposts, all you're thinking is, I'm going to score the winner in the cup final. And here it is. And there's no romance in this game. It is up for grabs. Two of the top three sides. We've got the European champions. Obviously not going to be European champions this year, but last year's in Chelsea. Unbelievable squad, unbelievable talent against Liverpool, who every competition that they have entered, including the Premier League, they have gone right down to the wire. Cup final, Champions League, Cup final in the League Cup, and now the FA Cup, and obviously they're in the top two of the Premier League as well. Get yourselves in the chat, because this is one of those. So we're going to be quick, we're going to be rapid fire, but we are going to be listening to each other's opinions and see what we can find out. Now, let's have a little look at the odds straight away, because Chelsea double chance is at -140, which means it gives them a plus half a goal start. Liverpool at +110. The money line is +110 for Liverpool. Chelsea at +250. The draw is at +250. Total is under over 2.5. With really, it's a flip of a coin. Under or over, -120 for the over, -110 for the under. Team totals again set at 1.5. Plus money on both sides if you think that one of these sides can score 2. I've been reading those in the chat, and we're going to see a very, very tight game. Two of the best defences in the Premier League, the best squads. So that means that this game could be impacted off the bench. Let me have a little look at pick one, because my pick one is draw at +250. I can see this being 1-1, 0-0, and let's not rule out 2-2. Don't really see 4 goals, but at +250, happy to take the draw between these two. They've been involved in 3 draws prior. So again, let's make it 4. The other one with this is, if you go to betus.com, you can have the 75-minute mark. So maybe that's not 250. Maybe it's a draw after 75 minutes, and it's going to be around the 225 or 230. And then you're not going to get beaten in the final 25 minutes of the game. Okay, my pick 2 is going to give you an inkling also, because if it's a draw at full time, I think that Chelsea to win on penalties at +1,000. I think that this game's going to go all the way, as you know me long enough, that the value on having these teams to win on penalties, and it gives you great value as well, at +1,000. Now, if we're going to have Chelsea to win on penalties at +1,000, why wouldn't we have their opponents? So pick 3 is going to be Liverpool to win on penalties, and that is also +1,000. So you're going to put up 2 units. If he gets the penalties, you're going to pick up at least 11. So it's 11-2 +550 that you're going to be picking up if we get to penalties. So you cannot lose. And it's one of those. It's a lot easier watching a penalty competition if you don't care who scores or who wins. So I'm not talking to Liverpool fans or Chelsea, just a neutral who wants to make money. And my banker is that I see this game being very slow first half. Liverpool are still massively in the Premier League shake-up. Chelsea have just cemented themselves in the Champions League places for next year. Liverpool also have played more games than anybody else. Well, you would do if you play every competition you play, you get to the final. But I'm going for draw half-time at +120. The draw at half-time at +120. I would go under goals first half as well. I think that both of these are solid on set pieces, and that's defensive-wise. I see they're solid in midfield. And the Wembley pitch being slow, I don't see anyone making mistakes, and I don't see anyone wanting to go 1-0 down early. So for me, at +120, that's my banker. 2 units gets me 2.4. Then what it does is it gives me a free run at the draw. And if we get that, then listen, we're going to have a great time second half. And then we're just wanting no goals, maybe a 1-1 draw. but we get to penalties and we have absolutely cleaned up. So let me go through these. Mitch is like, draw first half. Yep, let's go with that. First half Liverpool games have been goofy lately. Yep, we like that as well because Liverpool won the League Cup on penalties. Interesting. Listen, I think that this goes all the way. If it doesn't, so be it. But as long as it's a draw at half time and it's got 2 units at plus 120, that gives us 2.4 to go and play with. So let's have a little rundown of the best bets because it's quite straightforward, really. It's draw plus 250. It's draw. It's penalties for Chelsea. It's penalties for Liverpool at plus 1,000. And the banker is draw half time at plus 120. Christopher's saying, I don't know. Liverpool D has been shaky recently. I mean, I think you're talking about maybe when a team has to go and play. This is a one-off cup final on a slow pitch against 2 sides that both respect each other. Liverpool rested players midweek, as did Chelsea. I see the edge. If you put a gun to my head, I'm still coming out with the draw. So may all your bets be winners. And I tell you what, we can have free bets here and make sure that we are on the winning side. So from everyone at BetUS, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss any content again. If you're on social media, then follow at BetUS Soccer. But for me, it's a draw all the way. I like the 1-1. Bring on the penalties. You take care.